Okay, Chris, after another, you heard me say that, another Detroit Lions victory, 6 out of the last 7, I think it's safe to say that playoff hopes are at an all-time high, at least for me. But let me ask you this question. What are your thoughts? Do the Lions have a realistic shot? Like, what is your confidence level in this team actually making it to the postseason?
Yeah, I feel really good. And I think 4 weeks ago, we're like, well, we have to win out or go one and we can only lose one game. It's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now all of a sudden that time span, those 7 games, whatever, is now cut in half. And it's like, we just got to finish this off here. I
Yeah.
I can't believe it. And really, it's not the amount of wins that we still need. It's that I'm witnessing a really good team. I
I
really,
know. There you
you
go.
know,
Well said.
yeah, I'm witnessing. So that team, I just think because I think the Jets are not bad. And boy, you're on the road and they're desperate for a win. Remember, they're in their playoffs. They have to win.
They are,
And and their defense is playing their guts out, and then their
for
offense
sure.
is hitting random big plays. And so, but our team played it the right way and we just hung in there. And so you just see a good team. You just see a
Yeah.
good Lions team that in the past, I mean, that's just you lose. I mean, clearly. So I've just seen a good team with my own eyes that's really been proven out from
Yeah.
seriously 6, 7 weeks ago. It's awesome.
Yeah. So can I do something here? Can I talk about what has to happen for the Lions to make the playoffs?
Yes.
Because we can talk about hope, but let's talk records, right? So beginning this week, all right, and at the time of recording this, we still have to see what's going on with the Commanders and the Giants.
Yep.
But the Lions had, if the Lions went 4-0, the Seahawks, Giants, and Commanders, two of those teams had to go 2-2. So if two of those teams go 2-2 and the Lions go 4-0, automatically we would be in. If we go 3-1, two of those teams have to go 1-3.
Hmm.
So that's why we always talk about winning out and how it needs to happen. Now, here's the good news. Seahawks have already lost. The Commanders or Giants have lost as well because they're playing each other,
That's
right?
right.
So we don't even have to act like we know what's going to happen. So two of those teams are already 0-1. So now when we look at that, if we make the playoffs, either they can go 2-1 if we win out. Two of those teams can still go 2-1, or if we go 3-1 or 2-1 the rest of the way, two of those teams have to go 1-2.
Yep.
So those two teams have to go 1-2. So I think it's possible both ways. So there is legitimate hope here.
Yeah.
There really is.
And you have a Lions team that keeps winning and climbing, and then
Yeah.
clearly have a Seahawks team, a Commanders, a Giants. They're all
Especially
trending.
Giants and
Yeah.
Seahawks. They're on a kind of a
They're
nosedive right now.
trending
Yeah.
down, and it's no like I can't believe this. It's not a surprise. It's just you play 17 games. They started hot to their credit,
Yeah.
and that's what you obviously is what you're shooting for. But oh man, and you look at their schedules, like you said, Commanders Giants play, boom. So one of those is out, and
Yep.
then I think one of them they just have tough games. We do too. We're gonna
Yeah.
have a couple tough games as well, but
Ish.
yeah, but you still it's like the Bears game at our place is just a classic. It's an NFL game, right? So
Yeah.
you've got 3 games. It's so hard to win multiple games in a row or 6 or 7 or so
Yeah.
it's just hard to do this, the math in general on an NFL schedule. So we're a good team. And I'm just loving how we did it. We got to 7-7 because a lot of people in the comments, Craig, talk to me when they're 7-7. It's like,
Okay. We're
again,
talking.
well, yeah, like it's okay to say that this is a good team and we're trending in the right way. So here we are, 7-7.
I agree. 7-7. Doesn't matter how you got there, right?
No, that's right.
But somehow I don't know if I have more confidence or not. So let me ask you this. This game wasn't pretty, right?
Nope.
This game wasn't pretty. The Vikings game was beautiful. The Jaguars game was gorgeous.
Giants,
right?
Yep.
Giants was a beautiful game. And so this is the first time I can remember when the Bears wasn't pretty either in Chicago, but it was more scoring. But this was kind of that drag out, knockdown fight. Are you more confident after an ugly game like this, or are you more confident if it was another pretty win?
Ooh, I love seeing us. I love seeing us fight this one out, do it the right way, play the game the right. You're not gonna always. It's not always gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
Of course, you want us to go up and down the field, but this felt more real. I don't even know what
Okay.
to think over the last few weeks, because it's just up and down the field against the Jags. If you never punt against the Jags, go to the Giants. It's like, what am I looking at? This felt like, okay, this level set, and we still able to come out with the win. This felt good. I really liked it. How about you?
Well, I'm actually more confident because what we did in this one, in those 3 games previous, it was complementary football. And we talked earlier about how this team is struggling when we were 1-6. It's like, can we just play one game with complementary football where the defense and offense plays well? Well, guess what? I wouldn't say this was complementary football. The offense didn't play well. Like they didn't play well. I mean, the offense scored 13 points. They didn't have a touchdown till a minute 49 left. The offense, I always remember watching, like, hard to win an NFL game if you don't have an offensive touchdown. Like, it's just really hard to win. And they ended up having to get one in order to win. But we didn't play complementary football. But guess what we did? We won. And that's the first time. And I'm like, okay, so now we're starting to show when our offense isn't clicking, we can still win.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, we're going to have another game where that's going to happen. There's going to be a game where we're going to have to win where our defense isn't clicking too.
Yes.
Like that's going to happen, whether it's Rodgers and Lambeau, whether it's the Panther. I mean, maybe it's Fields running all over us again. I don't know. But there's going to be another game where we're going to have to score 30, 35 points to win.
And how about our defense? What stopping the run? I mean, I'll pull it up here, but 50 yards for them rushing.
Yeah. 50.
I've really, since doing this channel with you, Craig, I really have nerded out on some certain things. And this is one of them. Because football, I love the evolution of it. We're Michigan fans, so we've able to see kind of the reverse evolution where Harbaugh's come back in and just, you run the ball and wow, it's so effective. It's so efficient. You stay out of the chains. And when you can't run the ball, you can't. The odds are you can't complete 3rd and 8s time and time again. And so
you can't.
You have to be able to run the ball, stay on schedule, take some pressure off of the whole team. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, you get that first down. So all those things, we keep stopping the run. I love that.
Yeah, it's interesting. And what I was thinking about here, I was thinking about how Wilson was passing for a ton of yards, right? But his completion percentage was not good. I mean, just barely over 50%. And as a team, I mean, he passed for over 300. They had less than 300 yards as a team passing, thanks to sacks. But that's why he had a lot of yards because they had a lot of 3rd and longs.
Yep.
He had a horrible completion percentage because he was attempting a lot of deep passes on 3rd and long.
Yes.
And it's just hard to consistently complete those. And we were not phenomenal on 3rd down today. I don't think. I don't know what it says exactly. What were we? 5 of 15. That's not good, Chris. No. And we still won. And that's the thing that's just nuts to me. So I'm very happy. And when I keep thinking about this game, we didn't deserve it. Missing a field goal, going for it on 4th and goal and getting denied. Like there's different things that I'm like, ugh, but we won the time of possession. We doubled them up in running the football. So we put ourselves in better positions for success. And eventually something breaks. And that's exactly what happened when Brock Wright scored that touchdown. Eventually something breaks through.
Oh,
and it was beautiful to see. So yeah, confidence is still at pretty high.
Oh,
there's one thing I'm not super confident in though.
Yeah. What's that?
Maybe it's another video, but I'm not unbelievably confident in Jared Goff's ability to go out and straight win us a game. He did a good job. He did exactly what he had to do, but he had pressure in his face all day today. And when they started pressuring him and this line started to buckle a little bit, it got pretty ugly. It got ugly. And we've said this before. I think he is elite when he has a clean pocket. And I think he is among the worst in the league when he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that scares me.
And I give credit to the Jets. They were able to get in there. But I think it is. I think that's another video. But because I would say a little teaser, I was so pleased. I'm so pleased that he did not turn the ball over because, like you said, when you get a little bit of pressure going and he starts thinking even to scramble, it's like, oh no. So
even when he's open, he's throwing it in the dirt.
Yeah,
you're right. Another video.
He did not play well with pressure, for sure. But there's a difference between yeah, I didn't play well with pressure, but then there's like I turned it over, and that
Thank
you
you. There it
cannot have
is.
that. So
Yes, he did not turn the ball over. Still, he's not turning the
he's
ball
not
over.
turning the ball. So that's huge.
It's
So yeah,
huge.
I think that's another video to dive into Goff
Wilson turned
because
the ball over, just in case you're wondering.
yeah, oh dude, that
That was a
guy,
good pick.
yeah. So it was great. It was just I feel great. We are actually a really good team, and it's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Well coached football team, even with the penalties. We're not going to go into that. So, hey, tell us, leave a comment below. Are you more excited for this team and the potential and the playoff hopes after this game? Or are you less? Are we missing something? Because I'm more even after an ugly victory. Chris is too. And you let us know. Hit that subscribe button below and keep watching. Content coming out like crazy right now. See you guys on the next one.
See you.